Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. The next generation, the new generation, the 10th generation, starts now. Switch 2 came in from Walmart, and interestingly enough, they also dropped off pizza Pringles and orange cream Coca-Cola. I don't know. It seems to be a running theme. Everyone's kind of posting up what combination they got from Walmart as they dropped it off in the morning. And I will give them credit. They got it here pretty early on. So I figured today we were going to open it up, unbox it, check it out. And I have a few other accessories that I wanted to check out as well that I got at a midnight release for the system. But this one is actually like mine. This is one I'm going to be using like personally. But some of the things that I got alongside of it, I was very curious, especially things like the Pro Controller or the camera that goes with it. So if you guys enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. We're going to start today with this video sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Genki. Oh, and Genki and its designs are not affiliated with, licensed, or endorsed by Nintendo Co. Limited. I think we're good. If you just got a Nintendo Switch 2 or are planning to get one in the future, protecting it is going to be your next thought after unboxing it. The Aegis Shield is a tempered glass screen protector that's insanely durable and scratch resistant to help keep your nice new screen covered. It has this easy applicator with a slide-in frame to take the guesswork out of installation, giving you a perfect alignment every time. The Attack Vector is a modular grip case that protects around the body of the hybrid system while still fitting easily into the dock. The detachable controllers are still supported here along with the kickstand for tabletop mode. The swappable grips let you customize your playstyle, whether you're looking for a more compact or precision feel. The sleeper case is a rugged wool-wrapped case that looks classy, feels soft, and secretly protects like a tank. There's plenty of storage here as well, holding up to 18 game cards. The energy pack is a 30-watt fast-charging battery bank designed for next-gen handheld gaming. It has enough juice to play and charge at full speed, and with the use of magnetic rings that are included, can be attached to your console for extended gaming sessions. The Attack Vector grip has been an awesome way to start off the new generation, and being able to change out each grip how I want has made things really comfortable in handheld mode. Click the link in the description below to check out Genki's newest lineup of accessories and use code SPAWN10 in the next 48 hours to get 10% off. Thanks to Genki for sponsoring today's video. So while I did get the Switch 2, I also got a couple of other accessories. So I got the camera, because I figure, I have to try out game chat just to see. I have to see if it works well, we'll say. Well, I'm not really going to use video as often. I mean, I'll definitely use voice for multiplayer games. That's a given. And then also the Pro Controller, because we need to check out the D-pad and see how this feels exactly. So I figure while we're here and we're unboxing the Switch 2, we can quickly unbox these ones as well. But first, though, of course, let's start with the Switch 2 itself. So back here, we have a nice big red box, Switch 2 in the middle, and then on the front, it's like a sticker for Mario Kart. Okay, so it's just the Switch 2 box from the other one that I got, but it just has the sticker on top. I don't know, I feel like I saw some that just had the Mario Kart like cover art almost that's part of the box. Let me know if that's the case with yours, because that's not how mine is exactly. Seal is broken, we'll flip it open, and right away, Switch 2. Joy-Cons. People are saying that some stores were attaching things to the top of this with a staple and it was going through and hitting the Switch 2. I will say this, I wouldn't kill Nintendo to put some kind of foam cover at the top here, because otherwise it really is just this piece of cardboard. The screen is right there, and it's not hard to believe that someone could go through and maybe impact the screen, which, again, we've already kind of seen that happen. So, I mean, at the very least, flip it over. Like, I don't understand the packaging concept here. If you just flip it like this, look, it even says Switch 2 when you open it. I don't know. Strange thing. There's some heft to this guy. You would hope so. There's supposed to be stuff in here. So, immediately, though, Switch 2 right out. It is, I mean, look, the hardware itself, it's very nice looking. I will say that. I mean, the front here, very small plastic matte bezels, but then you can see the bezels underneath the actual glass part here much better when the screen is on, of course. So I think the overall design of this is just very sleek looking. There's the blue, like the reddish orange salmon color. Let's put that over here. 2 Joy-Cons, of course. Much larger. They actually have a pretty good feel to them because of that. Like, they fill out the hand much better. So if you have like, if you thought that the old Joy-Cons were just too small, even if you have like medium-sized hands, these are definitely better. And we do get that nice snap-on effect here. And it's pretty solid. You should be able to hear that pretty well there. Hold it up. So it grabs on pretty well. It has less wiggle. There's still a little bit of wiggle, okay? But it's less wiggle than what we had with the railing on the Switch now. And they do come off pretty easily, just pop right off. So there were issues with the railings at some points where you had to kind of press just right and slide up. This really is just a quick, like one motion there by pressing this guy down. Pops right off. So, but it is still strong. I mean, I could just hold it by the Joy-Con itself here, and you can sort of see some separation. See that? The magnets are pretty strong, though. I got to give him credit on that one. But overall, I mean, it does look like a higher-end Switch, I guess. I mean, that's the idea here is, would you really consider what we're getting out of this thing? It kind of is that Switch Pro that, I mean, I've been asking for a long time now. But good impressions right out of the box here. Let's see. See, look, they have, okay, they encase this thing in, like, cardboard, the whole thing, but the screen is just out and about, man. There's my download code there. Fortunate that they decided to cover it, at least. Manual, of course. HDMI cable, and then we have our two grip covers there that you'd use also for mouse mode, at least to make it easier on you. Kind of the sliders at the bottom there. People were asking, should you use the cable that comes with this HDMI cable? If you have not used a PS5 or an Xbox Series, or I guess you could even say like an Xbox One X or a PS4 Pro, and this is kind of like new territory for you because you're just coming from the Switch 1. Yes, you want to use this as an ultra high speed HDMI cable. And there are differences since now with Nintendo they are dealing with 4K. You want to use this cable. Otherwise, it's going to limit your experience. Again, take advantage of all the features, especially if you have a display that can do it. Let's see, under here we should have our dock that I'm actually kind of curious to take a look at as well. Oh yeah, here's our dog face controller grip there. Let's take a look actually real quick with that, just while we're here. Drop these guys on. 1 and 2. It's interesting because they kind of like levitate on there. They're not gripped by this at all. So the magnets just kind of hold it up there. Much better than the dog face controller we had with the Switch 1, where it was just too small and very uncomfortable. This is better, and these grips here definitely go more into your palm there, so they just give you a better area to hold on to when you're playing. So I still wanted the Pro Controller, obviously. I think it's a better experience in general. But not bad if this is just all you have. Like, it's definitely a lot better than what we were dealing with before. Let's get in here to have our USB-C to USB-C cable. That's the follow-up with the power brick that they gave us, which, yeah, you're still dealing with the power brick. Not like as crazy or large as some other ones I've dealt with in the PC gaming handheld space, but you're still going to have to make some room for this, okay? Because keep in mind, this is also, if you're like pushing up, if this is like behind an entertainment center, I mean, this is going to come straight out for at least like an inch, all right? So keep that in mind. You're not going to want to push right up against it, basically. You might have to get like a right angle, maybe extension. That could help. And I'm surprised they didn't think to do that necessarily, although I guess you'd have to go one or the other. So maybe there will be some right angle cables you can buy right away for this. But this is specifically you want to use for docked mode, as it does provide the correct amount of power for it. Speaking of which, we do have our dock right here. Let's take a look. I think that's everything actually then. Yeah. So we're good with the box there. Let's take a look at our dock. This is the back of it here. Flipping around to the front. A lot of vents on the bottom. Look at that. A lot of ventilation for this guy, which we're expecting it to pull quite a bit of power when it's in docked mode here. The inside, it's kind of glossy. It's hard to see. It's glossy plastic right here where the screen would sit. And then kind of the back, same thing. But they do have these guards back here. Just add a little extra space. So I get maybe there's not as much wiggle. So if like I drop this guy in here, let's see what we have. Some of the wiggle. And you still get a little bit. So there's still some space there to kind of make up in case you maybe miss, I'll say. And that's sort of the idea is if you drop this in, they want to make sure you don't, it's not just going to break the USB-C port on the bottom if you miss, kind of, so. It's about right. Basically, it's like the Switch 1 with the kind of give it has to it. But the dock itself, we have USB-A ports here. This piece comes off. AC adapter plug right there, HDMI out, LAN. Again, very similar, the same inputs actually as the Switch OLED dock. Okay. Again, a lot of ventilation on the bottom here, and we know that there is a fan, which kind of can see it. It's right in here. So we also have a fan for the dock. Again, it's working to cool the dock itself, not necessarily the Switch 2, and I don't really see how it would do that anyway, considering there's no there's no vents inside of here necessarily. Okay, so it has like ventilation on the bottom here for where the Switch, the Switch 2, will be pulling air, right? As you can kind of see down there on the bottom, but it's not necessarily set up to be cooling with the fan that's in that dock. All right, let's take a look at the camera, which again I got because I have to know how this works exactly with the game chat thing. I will say some of the games where they put you, say, above the character and the camera's able to kind of eliminate the background and stuff, like that's cool. And I'm sure it will be used by people for almost like just kind of hanging out while you're playing games and stuff, sure. I do think more people would rather just do voice chat, however. Let me know if that's the case for you, because that's kind of how it is for me right now. It's like you turn it on, it's let's do voice chat, like in Discord or something, not necessarily, hey, everybody get on camera and let's play Mario Party. Okay, so it has like a nice little swivel here for the camera. Looks like it's just mostly up and down, yeah. So I should have a pretty wide angle, however, for the lens, since apparently it could pick up the entirety of the room. It does have, check that out, like a little privacy. There you go. So yes, you can sort of have this shade that goes over the lens when you're not using it if you want. And it is a physical one, so it's not that situation of, oh, it can turn the camera on even if you turn it off. No, it just puts something right in front of it. So it's common. I've seen that before in laptops especially. That was a selling feature for a lot of them back in the day. I remember when I worked on them, probably still now. So there you go. You can turn it on and off that way. It looks like on the back, though, we have USB-C here where to plug in. The cable will then run around to the bottom here and then out the back. And it looks like on the bottom it's kind of rubberized, so a little bit of a weight here, too, on this, by the way, which makes sense considering you need it to kind of stay in place. It does at least stand up to quite a bit of pushing there. So basically, it's not going to fall over unless you really want it to. And then we have our USB-C cable here, which, if I had to take a guess, this is about a 4.5, 5 foot cable. So it should be enough to get from the top of your Switch 2, of course. So the idea is going to be, here's Switch 2. It plugs into the top here. And then it's going to run around down through the back or the side and then plug in right here. So we'll see how that works in practice. Again, I'll try it out and we'll get some footage of it. And finally, we have the Pro Controller. Very curious about how this feels. I think the Pro Controller for the Switch 1 was very well done. It still works for the Switch 2, so you don't have to technically get this if you're happy with your current Pro Controller. But I wanted to see what kind of improvements they made, because they keep saying that they've like completely redone this. Oh, look, it does come with a cable. There we go. Oh, okay, the sticks have some nice tension to them. They call them glide sticks, which sounds weird. But the idea is they're very quiet, which you can still hear it when you throw the stick around like that. But if you push it up against and rotate it, it doesn't make any noise. Oh, the A, B, and X. Okay, that is quieter. It doesn't have as much of a click to it, I guess, would be the way I describe it. It's hard to hear that. I don't know if I put it up. Huh. That still has a click to it. Digital triggers, of course, on the back. Ooh, the D-pad feels nice. Okay, that's not bad. Very matte, kind of rubberized feel. We do have the back buttons here. which we have with a GR and GL. That's how they have them marked. The top, some of that two-tone design, right? So we have like this rubberized matte black, and then it's almost like this off-white kind of gray on the top, and then also underneath the sticks here. So I like the design. I think it looks good. It looks very... Look, so Nintendo likes to be very colorful and out there, but I gotta say, if you look at it now, it seems very muted right now, doesn't it? I mean, if you just kind of look at the design of their stuff currently, it looks more adult, just all the way around. I mean, the most color we have is here, and like here, I don't know, it just, they seem very muted at this point, whereas even with the Switch 1, while the base unit was like all black basically, right, you had very bright and colorful Joy-Con options. Now they're kind of just, oh, there's some blue and some red under there, I guess. It's just something I'm noticing. They're definitely trying to position this as more of a premium, kind of adult system, at least at launch, it feels like. Not that I really have any problem with that. It's just something I'm kind of noticing here. And we also have the indicator lights, have them on the top here. Have our sync button there, USB-C in. First immediate impressions holding this, it's good. It's still very much like I mean, obviously the setup and everything, like the original Pro Controller. C button is right here. It looks almost a little off center, even though it's not, just because this stick is closer than the D-pad. I gotta try this D-pad though in practice. I gotta get a game up, something with some precision platforming. Maybe I'll play some old school Mega Man X or something on here. I like to replay that game every now and then, just to keep familiar with it. But there we have it, the Switch 2. It's here. I have a lot of setup to do, a lot of things to download, virtual game cards to load up, backwards compatible tests to run. There's a lot of stuff now. It's exciting to have a new generation to kind of check out now, especially with the potential for Nintendo leveraging just more powerful hardware for them coming from that Switch 1, this being apparently 10 times more powerful. We'll see about that and some of the tests and experiences we have coming up. But let me know what you guys think about this down below, especially if you picked it up. What are your initial impressions on this new device? Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.